Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome back to a Journeyman's Journey. Today is chapter 1 part 14 in our time here in Belarus. So today's episode we take on Neman Grodno at the end of the Belarusian transfer window, obviously the first day in August as well. And currently this is how things look. So just past the midway point now of the season, and it's time to start racking up points if we want to survive. Right now currently we are 15th place in the table, only 3 points below Islok and Slutsk, and I'll say we're only out of the relegation zone by the virtue of goal difference as well. So we have seen an uptick in performance and a few teams are starting to struggle above us, so it's time to take advantage of that and climb the league table. So there's been a couple games since the last time you joined us. After the 1-0 defeat against Gomel, we drew 3-3 up against Luke Minsk. Now goals from Salamanca, Vizentovic penalty and an own goal, obviously helping us to a 3-3 draw. However, disappointingly, we were 3-1 up in this game. Kozlov got two goals in the space of 4 minutes to pull Luke back in this game. Disappointing, really. 3-1 lead, and we let it slip. After that, a 3-1 defeat up against Belshina, another game we threw away. We were actually winning 1-0 all the way up to the 86th minute, and then Belshina scored, well, 3 goals in the space of less than 10 minutes to unfortunately crush any hopes of another win. But yeah, this was super disappointing, really. Belshina, one of the teams that I expected to beat at home, and we failed. So disappointing, really, especially when we had that 1-0 lead. After that, it was Smolovici in the Belarus Cup, so we didn't progress past the second round again for the 3rd year in a row. Goals from Salamanca actually gave us a lead, but once again, we let our lead slip, and that seems to be a very constant trend over the last month or so. I'm hoping we can start to correct that, because we're going to need to if we want to survive. But most recently, a very, very good win here away from home against Dynamo Minsk. We actually did the reverse this time. We actually came back from a goal behind. The leading 1-0 at halftime. Turk Yilmaz and Lebedev getting the goals here in a bit of a surprise result, really. Dynamo are one of the better teams in this league. I believe they were 4th in the table when we played them, so this is actually a fantastic result. Alright, and as I mentioned, this is the transfer window, and we actually brought in 2 players to help us out. I didn't have much money to spend, unfortunately, so first of all I brought in a midfielder, Maxim Mayakish, on loan from Lira, Belarusian centre midfielder, pretty athletic, 6'2", can play as a defensive midfielder. This gives us more options in there. We're a little bit short on quality and options, so he definitely helps us out in that department. And then I brought in a right winger on loan from Barte, and Ilya Sen can also play on the left wing and up top if needed as well. He started a few games in the place of Papawego, who was injured last month or so, and he's done okay for himself, average of 7 in the highest league with assists to his name as well. So a pretty solid start there from the winger, and he gives us plenty of options off the bench. So going into the games now, up against Neman Grodno, who are 4th place in the table. As I mentioned, this is how the table looks right now. Obviously, every game now leading up to the final weeks of the season is going to be critical, picking up any points as we go. But the good thing is, though, a lot of teams above us are starting to struggle, obviously, with form as well. So that definitely makes it, I don't know, it makes it easier in the long run the more teams that are involved. But anyway, here we go up against Neymar, and we went fight them once, and of course they beat us pretty comfortably, if I remember correctly. And obviously they are favourites today. So this is the lineup we're going to go with for today's game. Saimuk is going to be in goal. Right back is going to be Sajaka. Boyak Blagovic has returned to the side as a centre half to try and help solidify the back line. Matviv at left back, Bazookas and Pantic in holding midfield. Papawego on the right, a return from injury for today's game. Pavel Sitko plays today because of the injury to Igor Vicentovic. That's a big blow for us. He's going to be out potentially up to 4 weeks with this ankle injury, and that's a huge blow. He's a very, very important part of our team. And Lebedev and Turk Yilmaz will lead the line for this one. Where is Salamanca, just out of interest? Salamanca's down here. Now, that's strange. Why is Salamanca playing? Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was suspended for the last game. That's why he's not in the squad. That makes a lot more sense. So what we're going to do here, Salamanca will play Lebedev. Yeah, that was what was a bit strange why Lebedev played. But anyway, craziness aside, anyway, this is how we can line up. So let's try and get a victory here up against a Neman. This could be a big result if we get something out of this game. I'm not even expecting a win, to be honest with you. I'm just be happy with a solid performance and a draw. Alright, first out of the game, only 6 minutes in here. Saramuk plays it out wide to Sajaka. There's Papawego. Papaweigel gives the ball away, though, disappointingly. There is Krankovic. Blagovic is there. There's Sitko. Sitko all the way back to Matvey, who plays it long here, looking for the Yilmaz. He finds a fit of Yilmaz. Yilmaz as well to bring it in. Lays it off to Matvey. Back to Yilmaz again. Lays it to Berserkus at the edge of the area. To Salamarka with the block. Good build-up play, but not the finish or the effort I was hoping for. All right, Jablonski to Rakic now for Niemann. There, should we go to the edge of the area? It's a great save by Simak there, diving to his right-hand side. Thus far, he's been pretty solid in the first team for me. Pretty much as advertised, really. I didn't think he was going to be a super amazing goalkeeper, but thus far, he's very much impressed me. And that was a great save to his right-hand side. All right, here's Sajaka now to Papaweigel. Papaweigel attacks the left fullback again. Pantic switches out to Pavel Sitko now, who's decided he's going to retire at the end of the season. Matvey puts the ball in. Yilmaz with the header. Good header there from Yilmaz and straight at the goalkeeper, though. But good build-up play. All right, Sitko now whoops the ball in. Flicks away at the near post. And a chance here for Neman on the break. Here's Agiro. That's a great block there from, I think that was Sajaka there, helping out at the back. All right, Leshko now puts the ball in. All right, Lazarus just threw on goal now against Simak, and he's made it to 1-0 to Neyman here. Lackluster defending there from the boys at the back. Too many holes. Very easy through ball as well. And not to mention, a lot of space in midfield. Yeah, I mean, that was just a poor defensive line there from the guys. And it's very easy for Lazovic to break it. And it's 1-0 to Neyman. All right, chance of Neyman here again. Jablonski now has got to the byline, whips the ball in. Lazovic lays it down. It bounces around the box, and we do just about enough to get the ball clear behind for a corner kick, but not convincing defending at all, is it? Very lackluster at the back today by the look of things. I brought in Blagovic hoping it would help out a little bit, but thus far we've been left wanting. Here's Matvey now, just before the break. I mean, this would be a great time to score. Here's Yilmaz now. I'd rather have him in the box, but here he is. There's Sitko, puts the ball in. Salamarka! Oh, that's a really good ball from Pavel Sitko. Vlad, unfortunately, could not find the back of net. He's had a rough start this campaign. He's only got 3 goals. I expect a lot better from Vladimir Salamarka, especially how lethal he was last year. He just seems to have lost his confidence, I suppose. So we're just going into the break here, and it's only 1-0. So we're still well in this game, and we are creating opportunities. Just unfortunately, haven't found the back of net on any of them. But overall, it's not been a terrible display. It's been a very, I don't know, it's been poor at the back, but everything else has been pretty decent. Let's see what changes we can make really to this team to really help push us on in the second half. So Papaweigel is really struggling out there. Obviously his condition and his sharpness isn't there just because he obviously come back from an injury. So we'll bring on Ilya Sen here for the second half, and I'm also tempted. I'm tempted to bring on Golovko for Bayak. So yeah, let's do that. Golovko, let's bring him back into the side. I dropped him because of poor run of form and a few key mistakes in games. So I took him off, hoping Bayak could step up. But yeah, there you have it. But Golovko comes back in, and yeah, we'll bring on Ilya Sen as well to play right wing. Chance out early on here for Neyman. That's a good save, good double save from Simak. Rekic there had a great opportunity to put Neyman 2-0 up, and that would have been an atrocious start to the second half. It just kicked off as well. To go 2-0 down that early would be a ball buster, I'll tell you that much. Here's Jablonski now to Rekic. Back to Jablonski again. There's Kantic with the efforts, and it goes horribly wide of the post. Not quite sure what that was a highlight side, but anyway, here's Salamarka, flicks the ball in. Nobody gets on the end of that one. And there's Leshko now, smashes the ball long. And I'm not sure who picked it up, but atrocious defending again. And Salamarka has to push it around the post. I mean, we are very susceptible to these long balls. I've been working on it. I mean, I've been working on the tactic to make sure that doesn't happen, but I've yet to see the results on the field. Anyway, here is Rekic. Jablonski getting a good tackle there from Sen. Oh no, don't say he's going to be sent off here. Oh, for fuck's sake, Ilya Sen. Didn't like that bad of a tackle, did it? Alright, so what we're going to do here is Salamarka or Turkey Yilmaz. We're going to be off Turkey Yilmaz. Salamarka. Who else can play right midfield? That's a question. That's a question, isn't it? I mean, Salamanca can do the job. He's not really good at it, but he can do the job. I think it's probably best we do that, isn't it? To be honest with you. And then we could make a change in midfield. Bring on Senko there. Ahead of... I don't know. Pantic, I guess, the better player over Bazooka. So what we'll do here is we'll do Senko in there. And Senko, we'll have him as a... We have him on Mazzalo, I guess. We need some kind of creativity in midfield. Now we only have down to 10 men. So we'll do that. I'm not convinced it's going to really work, but we'll do that anyway. Alright, so we're still only 1-0 down. That's the positive. That's the positive. But obviously we're well up against it now. Anyway, so here is Shankovic, puts it through, looking for Lazovic, but it's a comfortable claim there from Siamak. Alright, Golovko is a Jarka. Let's see if we can build something from the back. Here's Salamanca now. Looking for the run of Yilmaz, can't find him. Hopefully we're not going to play a lot more balls like that, because Yilmaz is not going to be able to latch onto many, and that was a good opportunity for Lazovic there to make it 2-0. And Neman are fully in control of this game now. Leshko puts it in, and that's a good save there near post from Siamak as well. You can't really blame him for anything today. Ryo Siamak has been very good in goal for us. That's a good head at the near post, but flashes over the bar. But yeah, you can't really blame him. Honestly, for what's happened today, he's had a man of the match performance in goal for us. Anyway, here's Rekish now, puts the ball in. Good head at the near post, and another comfortable save there from Siamak. Good position in there, made the stop easy. And Salamanca hits it long for Yilmaz. There's Senko, back to Yilmaz again, holds the ball up, finds Salamanca. Salamanca has Senko and Yilmaz to aim at. He found Yilmaz! Good header there for Turkey Yilmaz. And forces a save out of the Neyman goalkeeper. I'm pretty sure fell asleep here in the second half. He hasn't exactly had much to do. Alright, so with just 10 minutes to go in this game, only sending down 1-0, so it's very tempting for me just to kind of give it a go, you know. So what we could do is something along the lines of this. Push Salamanca obviously back up top. Have him in his more familiar roles of pressing forward. Pavel Sitko there in midfield, perhaps sitting behind. He can do the job, can't he? No, I used to be able to do the job. I don't know, something like that. Why not? I mean, it's at this point, it's just like, well, we might as well just give it a go, right? So we'll do something like that, and then we'll also switch to attacking as well. See if we can force an opportunity here later on to maybe snatch a draw. All right, here's Leshko now for Neyman. Ball gets spin the box and Siamak. All right, so here we go. Here's a chance to build from the back. Obviously, we can rely heavily now on Sajaka and Matveev to provide the width. Here's Matveev now. Hits it long. Look for Salamanca, flicks it on, but Turkey Yilmaz was nowhere near him for the flick on. Alright, ball goes forward here. Yilmaz latches onto it. Yilmaz holds it up, but he gives the ball away cheaply. Matveev read the run beyond beautifully as well. Now here's Rekish now through on goal. Hits the top of the crossbar, and Sajaka's there to clean up the mess. But, oh, that was close. Should have been 2-0. Alright, so it's kind of about out of time here. Time is up, unfortunately. Full-time whistle blown. So 1-0 defeat here to Neyman. We were really up against it pretty much the majority of the game. Poor defensive errors in the first half kind of give them plenty of opportunities and momentum. Obviously, that sending off in the 54th minute really made things a lot tougher for us. But, yep, it's unfortunately it's one of those games. Yeah, you're not going to get anything out of, unfortunately. But... looking at the other results around us, it wasn't actually too bad of a weekend. Islok, Slutska still only 3 points ahead of us. Similoveci above us too, 6 points ahead of us. And Gomel, by the way, did pick up a point. So they against Dynamo Minsk, so they go to 14 points now. But yep, that's the league table. That's how things look right now. Obviously, we're starting to struggle here in the second half of the campaign. My job really isn't any danger, by the way. The board are pretty satisfied with how I am doing. I expect to last the rest of the season, just riding on the back of success of last year. So looking forward now for the next episode. Obviously, got some big games coming up. In particular, what we do now is the Islok game. Potentially at the end of September. That's 5 games from now, and obviously Islok are one of the teams that are kind of struggling in and about there, so that really could be a relegation 6-pointer. And after that, then we're pretty much one episode away from the end of the season and my end of time here in Belarus. But thanks so much for watching the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode despite the 1-0 defeat. Thanks so much anyway. I appreciate you viewing, appreciate the support I've got. We're now up to 900 subscribers, which is an amazing. So I started off about 700 during the FM19 run and up to 900. So thank you all so much for your support. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone.